of it? I mean, anybody who can answer these
Yeah.
things for us.
So
will do
let
us
me
all a big
take a
favor
crack
of,
at it, Ram. I think very good questions. Let me answer your second question first. You're absolutely right. The whole system is now getting re engineered to design process and products which will be sustainable. And this is why I did mention to you that uh, recycling of blends is going to be difficult and it will require some more research and development, etc. So there's a lot of emphasis towards monofibers, so that recycling of monofiber as a design element itself is captured. So that was a very good question, because it's not just about the choice of fibers or the choice of new fibers, which is coming into the whole element of designing of a fabric and ultimately the garment, including reducing processing waste at the stage of manufacture itself through proper design. So that was your second question. And your first question, what is being done to change the mindset? Well, I think it's very clear that, there is an increasing feeling that millennials are far more susceptible and far more amenable, let's say, to the argument of sustainability, because they now know what kind of planet Earth they're going to inherit, and they are concerned. Some of them who probably will have children are very concerned about the future they leave behind for their children. So I think very clearly what you see is, if I were to say by 2030, what would I like to see? So one would like to see textile products in the market which are long lived and recyclable, and to a great extent made of recyclable fibers rather than fibers which can't be recycled. So that again comes into the design, as well as the requirement that brands are putting up to manufacturers now. And these should be free of hazardous substances, etc., to make it non-toxic, and also making it safe for environmental use. Secondly, consumers must benefit from high quality, affordable textiles, and fast fashion will have to go out of fashion. Now, it's a 360-degree change in approach, which was, it was brought into life by Zara, Inditex, which really brought these, almost 52 collections per year, rather than the 2 seasons that we used to speak of, spring, summer, and autumn, winter, as 2 collections, which has now become 52 collections. And economical, profitable reuse, repair, and recycling of these products, in line with the circularity targets of different companies, will make this a reality. And as you know, H&M, which is a leading company, also a leading company in terms of environmental sustainability, has actually put up certain small prototype kind of plants in few countries where they sort of encourage consumers to bring their used product. They take the used products, they convert it into these factories right in front of them, and give them a different product made out of recycled fibers, and therefore promoting the whole concept of recycling. As you know, Europe is the bastion for many of these technologies, and they've also taken a lead. And as I mentioned, their policy for 2030, beginning 2025, is that nobody can dispose of any more textile or apparel or used clothing in the trash. It has to go to recyclers, which means a whole new ecosystem is coming up to deal with this. And the circular textile ecosystem has to be driven by sufficient fiber to fiber recycling capacities that have to come up, which means there's a need for a lot of new capexes to come into place. And we see in countries like Morocco, etc., which is going to get the benefit of all the products coming out of Europe from the recyclers, is gearing up to recycle these products and convert them into new products for the consumers. And of course, repair, renting are all, new innovative ways of reducing the consumption, reducing waste, in the first point itself, and trying to bring about more awareness about what is the harmful nature of these waste to the environment. So, and of course, each brand is talking about sustainable products to its consumers. So whether it's an H&M, whether it's a Marks and Spencer, whether it is Inditex, they're all talking about sustainable products. They're putting out very, very clear requirements from their vendors, from their supply chains, from their global supply chains, and I think it's a matter of time before everyone has to fall in place. Otherwise, their business ceases to exist. So I think these are some of the things that to answer both your questions. I hope I have been able to answer them.
Pranati,